Let's go over these practice problems from 1-5, day 2, solving literal equations, are also known as rewriting equations and formulas. For number 1, we want to solve this formula for m. So to start, we're going to eliminate that fraction by multiplying both sides by 2. Once we do that, we have 2 times k sub e, which is just the notation for kinetic energy, equals mv squared. Remember, we want to solve for m. So right now to m, we're multiplying it by v squared. So we want to divide by v squared. So m equals 2 times k sub e divided by v squared. Number 2, for the area of a triangle, we want to solve for b. So again, we want to eliminate the fraction first, so multiply both sides by 2. So we have 2 times a equals b times h. Now we want to solve for b. So right now we're multiplying b times h. So to solve, we'll divide by h. So b equals 2 times a divided by h. For number 3, which is number 4 in your homework, there are 2 ways to solve. Way 1 is to eliminate that fraction first. So we want to multiply each term by 2. Remember, we can't leave any term out because we want to keep this equation balanced. So then we have 2s equals 2 times b plus p times l. We're solving for L, so we want to subtract 2b from both sides. So we have 2s minus 2b equals p times L. Remember, we're solving for L, so we're multiplying L by p, so we want to divide by p. So L equals 2s minus 2b divided by p. The other way to solve would be to first subtract b from both sides. Then multiply both sides by 2 because of that 1/2. Now when we do this, we'll want to distribute 2 to both the s and the b. Remember, we're solving for L, so the last step would be to divide both sides by p. So once again, we have L equals 2s minus 2b divided by p. Number 4, which is 6a on your homework, we have the formula for area of a rectangle. We want to solve this formula for L, for the length. Right now, we're multiplying by w, so we want to divide both sides by w. And there it is. So the length equals the area divided by the width. And now we want to use our formula and find the length when the area equals 24 and the width equals 8, which would make the length 3 feet. This last problem, there are several ways to solve. I'm just going to go through one method, but if you have questions on a different one, maybe the one that you tried on your homework, I'm happy to help you outside of class. The first step I did was I distributed -1/4. It's best to leave negative 5/4 as an improper fraction so that we can eliminate it at a later step. I then opted to subtract 8x from both sides. And now I want to go through and eliminate these fractions. So if you notice, the coefficient of y is negative 1/4, and I want to solve for y. So I'm going to multiply every term by negative 4 to eliminate both that negative in front of the y and the fraction. Make sure you multiply every term by negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 1/4 is positive 1, so that just is y. Negative 5/4 times negative 4 is positive 5. And negative 5x times negative 4 is positive 20x. Our last step would be to subtract 5 from both sides because we want to solve the variable for y. So y equals 20x minus 5. The directions say to rewrite the equation so that y is a function of x, meaning x is part of the equation. So we solved it for y. So we're talking about the variable y in terms of x. So whenever you see y is a function of x, you're just solving that equation for y. I hope that helps, and if you have any additional questions, don't hesitate to email me.